Okay guys, so today I've got Project Junk S10 in the shop. It's in here just thawing out. We've had a few small snowstorms, and I like to bring my trucks in and get all the ice and snow off them every once in a while during the winter time. It is cold outside today. It's actually been cold for a while. It's going to continue to stay cold. So it's in here. It's actually all thawed out now, and I figured I'd do an update. I have not shown this truck in a while. Those of you that aren't familiar with the project, this was my grandpa's last truck. It's a 2001 S10. It's actually a two-wheel drive. That's what he used to get all the time to save money. He got a two-wheel drive. And my sister actually had the truck for a short time after my grandpa died. Lack of maintenance, and the truck pretty much stopped running on them. That's where I came in, and I actually got it running again. I bought it from him pretty cheap. But when I got it, the truck, to say it nicely, it was junk. Pretty much junk. Hence the name Project Junk S10. I wouldn't consider it junk anymore. It's not a mint S10, but it's got fairly low mileage for the year. Anyway, like I said, it's in here. Figured I'd do a little update. Show the truck, and I guess let's go. So the update on the S10 is it's actually running pretty good. It still has the intake gasket leak. I have not been able to pull the motor apart and fix that, but hopefully soon. It's still looking pretty good, guys. Actually, the truck needs a buff, and it would look even better, but it really does not look all that bad the way it is. Bed liner is doing pretty good on it too. Haven't really noticed any kind of chipping on it or any flaking on the bed liner, so we are looking good there. The BFG KO2 tires, they do okay in the winter. This is a two-wheel drive truck, like I said before, so it's a non-locking diff too, so it's pretty much one-wheel drive. So in the winter time, you got to be careful where you go with this thing, because it's not a four-wheel drive. It's not going to get you out of every situation. Would be nice to actually find a four-wheel drive chassis to drop this truck onto. Would probably be the ideal thing for up here in Wisconsin. The winters usually require four-wheel drive sometimes. But my mom was actually using this truck while I worked on her Tahoe. Had some pretty good sized repairs I had to do on that, so it was down for a while. Brake line broke, so it was sitting, and this stepped up and she run this for a little while. It's really nothing like her Tahoe, but you know what? It fired up every time, got her to where she was going. One thing on this truck that I haven't shown, well, actually I think I showed it, but I haven't really explained it, was the license plate. I put the license plate on the tailgate there because there is no room right here for the license plate. So I had to put it somewhere. I need to put a light right here because I think legally you got to have a light. So I got to do that before I get in trouble. I've got the light. I just got to make time to do it. This is a Jeep bumper. I got a video on that, and I think all this is for is to clear a spare tire on the Jeep. So it's not meant for a license plate, but I think the license plate's all right there. I think it fits all right. Keeps me legal, and that's all it needs to do. So we're gonna run down this side here. No body damage, no new body damage anyway. Still got this pretty good sized dent here from my grandpa. I believe he rubbed it against a tree or something. I tried putting a suction cup on that and pulling it out, but it will not pop out. So it's going to require more than just pulling it out. I was just trying to pull it out to get it a little better looking. That white does a really good job of hiding any kind of dents. The bed here, which I got, was pretty good shape. Really hardly any rust on this bed, and it's got quite a few dents on it too. And that white hides that pretty good. But this box is a whole lot better than the one that came off. But yeah, guys, it's pretty much worked every time I need it for a second vehicle. It gets me where I need to go. Does pretty good on fuel mileage. It's pretty small in the cab. The dog don't really like the cab very well because it's pretty small, but I need to get a sliding rear window so he can go into the back of the truck like we used to do in the 98 S10 I had, that black one. I think he'd be a lot happier. Paint's holding up really well on the grill there that I painted. And the bed liner, one more thing about the bed liner. People were saying it was going to turn yellow. And I don't see it really turning any color yet. It's still, you can see it still matches the white pretty good on here. It is dirty there towards the bottom of the truck because I did drive this around before pulling it in here, but I think it's doing pretty good as far as yellowing. And this thing's been outside since I did it. Hasn't been parked inside much. Okay, so the interior, pretty much same thing as I had before. It's a little dirtier. You can see it's got some dirt in it, but wintertime it's really hard, guys, to keep the floors and stuff clean. But other than that, it's pretty good. Everything seems to be working in here. Heater works good. I've got this Doberman seat cover. Really nice Doberman seat cover that is on the seat most of the time. So pretty good protection there. So one other thing that I thought was interesting as I popped the hood is ever since fixing the body mounts on this thing, the hood is popped every time, no problems. Before I did the body mounts and all the rust repair on this thing, the hood would stick every once in a while. I had to keep lubing up the latch for it to pop the hood because it would get stuck. And I've heard that when the body mounts start going on these things, that the hood will stick all the time. So I guess if your hood is sticking, you might want to look at your body mounts because that might be the problem. It might be leaning one way or the other or something, causing the hood to get bound up. But so a quick look at the dirty motor here. Like I said, running pretty good. It probably could use a tune-up, plug wires, new plugs, maybe a high-performance coil like I did on that 98 would really help this thing a little bit. All that stuff's pretty old now. I already did the cap and rotor on this thing. That's the original reason it quit on my sister. Guys, you should have seen that thing. It was bad. It was corroded under there. I don't know how it ran as long as it did with that cap. But yeah, it's got a new cap and rotor. And yeah, like I said, probably need to do a tune-up on this thing. I think it would really help it. Since the big tires feels like I've lost a little bit of power, I think that would help. So I guess, guys, that's going to do it for this update on Project Junk S10. I'm not really sure what else I'm going to do. I wanted to do a bumper because you can see this one's bent a little bit. I wanted to do kind of a custom bumper on this thing, but I don't know. That was the next thing I was going to do. Oh yeah, I took off the pinstripe. Pinstripe that was on there. I thought I was going to leave it on there because Grandpa put it on there, but it was gray, kind of didn't match anything. Then the new bed didn't have the pinstripe on it, so it was just kind of floating there, didn't really match anything. So finally did take it off tonight. But I guess, guys, that's going to do it for this one. When I do something to this truck, I'll surely make a video or do an update and let you know. I guess I'll see you guys.